Morning, Doug.
Hello, Frank.
Morning, Ralph.
Oh, I'm pretty good.
Morning, Sam.
Where are we today?
Hey, I'm okay. You missed me, didn't you? When I was away, you missed me. Well, that much. Okay.
Is that more than you expected?
Probably.
Well, we're back at the South Para today.
Yep.
And in the same spot where we had a very good session on callop and a few silver perch and lost a couple of fish that we think might have been cod. Well,
yep.
Doug lost them, I didn't. So we're back for a return bout. The water's down a little bit. It was 37% when we were here last time, and I think it's low 30s now. But I don't think that's going to make too much difference. We were casting a fair way out. So the bait today is worms. We've got janjucks and we've got tiger worms. Well, I've got tiger worms. Doug hates them.
I've got them big things like anacondas.
A few scrub worms.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything to say? There's a nice big splash over there. Over towards it, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good sign, isn't it?
It is a good
As long
sign.
as you don't get a big splash and then two arms go up, that's the main thing.
Well, if I'm on the bank and I see that, I'll be okay. All right, let's get into it.
Okay.
Bait today is janjuks, or they're just a form of nightcrawler, I believe. That's what it says on the packet anyway. So we'll put the hook through him a few times, single big worm, and pelt it out. So there we go. I'm using ½ ounce of lead, just a single hook, because it is a bit snaggy and I don't want to be donating 2 hooks at a time if I get snagged. And I've got this very convenient stump here that I'm going to use as a rod holder. So I'll back the other one up, get that out as well, and then it's a waiting game. So these janjuk worms, as featured prominently in Robbie Fishing, have just become available at the local tackle store, Spot On at Salisbury. Shout out to Steve. And they did the work last time, so hopefully they'll do it again. A second rod baited. I'll throw that out a bit out that way. That's not as far out as the other one, but that's okay. Right.
Can I say a few words, Frank?
I'm sure you will, Doug.
Hello, this is Frank. You don't normally see him. Not very good looking, is he? Or that could go in the outtakes or the...
Put you in the outtakes.
Yeah. So here we are, and I've actually, he's told me 3 times how to work this, and I'm still not sure. Anyway, there you go, this is where we are. Yeah, we reckon there was an old farm here, because we found all this stuff. There's ploughshares, lead and all sorts of stuff. Horseshoe. Yeah, horseshoe. Yeah. So we think there was a farm here. So this is now the farm swim. So anyway, this is my little practice, so I'm going to turn off now. What do I do, Frank? Press the top again.
Press the top one once, Doug. Press the top one once, Doug. Nearly had the rod pulled in. And this is the first bite, and we've been here for a little over an hour, and I would say this is reasonable fish, Doug.
So press the front once. What do I press?
Top one to turn it on and just have a look at it, see if it's filming.
Yep, it is. Right.
There we go.
So this is Frank in action. Bit of weight.
Yeah.
So this is Frank in action. Bit of weight.
Yeah. The bite was amazing.
So no sign of it yet. What do you reckon?
Well, I would think a callop, but who knows?
Get the net.
That's a bloody carp.
Is it?
You wouldn't read about it.
That's a nice one though, Frank. There's a bit of disappointment. Not a lot of disappointment on your face.
Hugely disappointed. Well done, Doug.
Right.
Not what I wanted.
Oh well. That's a nice carp, Frank. That's. Whew. That'd be £9. Nice one. Nice carp.
£7?
Yeah. It's about right. Yeah, that's £7.
Well, he's not going back in.
No.
He can stay out so that we can catch some decent natives. So, and he's a fat, and look at the condition.
Yeah. He's beautiful carp, actually. That's a beautiful carp.
It is a very healthy but doomed fish. Well, that was quite a take. I only just caught the rod before it went in the water. So just the rig is a simple paternoster, 1/2 ounce lead, a Jan Juck and a couple of tigers to top it off, and that's what I just caught that carp on. Bit disappointed it wasn't a native, but there we go. At least it's not a donut. Doug just had a knock, but we've been here almost 2 hours. He's got it, I would say.
I missed it.
You missed it?
Yep.
Bit too keen, Doug.
Too keen.
I saw the tip pull down.
Yeah.
Annoying. Oh well. I was just saying, we've been here for 2 hours and I've had 1 carp and a couple of taps, and that's Doug's first bite.
Yep. That was definitely. I should have left that.
Yes, possibly. Never mind. At least it's some action. We've now been here for nearly 3 hours, and apart from the 1 carp and a couple of tiny little taps, not very much else has happened. Doug's gone to a Polaris float out there, and it's just sitting there winking at him. Hasn't done anything, has it, Doug?
No. Not yet, Frank.
No, not yet. So yeah, just stationary lines. So we're theorising about why this is the case, and we have a number of theories. The water level's a bit lower, so this area might not be as attractive to the fish as it was with all this just under the surface. We've definitely had a changing of the season with more rain and lower overnight temperatures. That might also have slowed them down. And of course they might just not be here. They might be over there or over there.
Or we could be crap fishermen, Frank. Yeah. Have you thought of that?
Oh, well, as Doug said, he might be a crap fisherman. No,
thanks for twisting that around.
You're welcome. No, I don't really think that is the issue. We've got the right sort of rig, the right sort of bait, we're in the right sort of place. It just isn't quite clear why we're not getting any bites. I mean, you know, look around here, and this bay is probably a spot where you'd get a carp or two with that sort of sandy bank going down, but we don't want carp, so we wouldn't fish there anyway. Don't know. Certainly social media pages have been pretty quiet about what's happening in the local resis at the moment, and I suspect that is indicative of people not catching much. Could be that the season is largely over for the year. Anyway, we'll give it a bit longer and see what the situation is in about an hour, and probably, if we haven't caught anything, Doug, the bakery's sounding like a good option.
Williamstown Bakery.
Williamstown Bakery.
Best pasties in the Barossa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Better give them a plug.
I'll get a free one.
Somewhere here. Oh, that's my bent finger.
Yes.
Somewhere here.
Yes.
I'll give them a plug.
Yeah.
Well, Doug just pulled his Polaris float in. Now, a Polaris float simply adjusts, the sinker goes to the bottom so the float is on the surface, so the line slides through the float. So when you wind it back in, that's the depth of the water, and he was only just out there and the water was at least 12 feet deep. Both my lines have been well out in at least that depth of water, so I'm actually going to throw one in a bit closer. Stand a bit of a chance of getting snagged, but maybe that's the answer, so we'll give it a go. That's definitely shallower. Well, it's been several hours to callop.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Don't fall in, Doug.
Oh, it's a nice one.
Several hours.
One, isn't it?
But,
Jeez.
yay!
Look at that, well done.
Love the colours on it, look at that.
Look at that.
That is amazing.
What was that one?
3 hours for absolutely nothing, and then finally picked that beauty up. I'm not planning to stay a lot longer, but I don't know, Doug might have something to say about that now. But yeah, that wasn't that far out, so I changed tactics and brought the line in a bit, and they got me a fish, so that's good, I suppose. But certainly, and unfortunately, not the action we had last time we were here. Well, still time for one or two more. Preferably one for you, Doug.
Yeah, I'd like.
Would you?
5.
You've been very generous letting me catch them all today.
Oh well. I had a good week last week, so I can't complain.
Right. Just quietly, he's been complaining a lot off camera. It's been 4 hours, it's 12:30 now, so we've been fishing for 4 hours. And unfortunately only 2 fish, a couple of fiddly little bites, but nothing very specific. And yeah, you've heard all our reasons as to potentially why that might be the case. So not your day today, Doug.
Right. Oh, I did all right last week.
Yes, you were down at Galway, you got lots of nice carp down there. And the only thing I can say about the 2 fish that were caught today is that the conditioning and the coloration was absolutely magnificent. So very pleased with that. Anyway, that's the end of today's session, and I hope you enjoy what is actually a very short and not very fishy video.
This is a sad face, Frank.
Oh, is it? Is that a grimace? Is that baring of teeth?
It's oh, I got beaten today.
Yeah, getting ready for your donut?
Yeah,
we're going to go to the bakery. Anyway, not much to show for it, but it's been a nice day out, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed yet...
Hold on a minute, Frank.
Yes, Doug?
Hold on a minute here.
Yes?
You ready?
I don't know, am I ready?
Yeah. You ready?
Very good, Doug.
Can you get that?
Yeah, I think
so
I've got it.
So you don't have to... Oh, I just saved you from saying it, Frank.
Okay, I won't say it then.
Alright, and these are available for...
At the merch store?
$1.50.
$1.50.
Yeah, from Aldi.
Say goodbye, Doug.
Bye, Doug.
It's never over till it's over.
What?
The line being left in till the last second.
Oh, yeah.